And what does he do? He focuses all his attention on Prabhu, Sri Ram.
At a higher level, so that we can aspire to be with Bhagwan. And so this Bhagwanji to bless you. What do you need? Children.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Rim Krini Surya Aditya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Sri Guru Charan Kamlebhyo Namaha. प्रिय भक्त, हम सब जोकर एक साथ में गणपति बाबा आदि देवता स्तुति गाइए। जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय
प्रियाय लम्भोधराय सकलाय जगद्विधाय नागनाय सुतियज्ञ विभूषिताय गौरी सुताय धननाथाय नमो नमस्ते। हे देवी, आपकी चरण कमलों में वंदना करता हूँ हे मैया। जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ, जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ, जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ, प्रेम वाहिनी माँ, ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ, प्रेम वाहिनी माँ, ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ, जननी माँ जय जग जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा विश्वा धात्री स्वदा नमस्ते। जय लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुखसंप्रदां मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सहंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात्। प्रेम से जगजननी दुर्गा महारानी की जय। प्रिय भक्त, मिलाकर हम चिरंजीवा का नाम गति है। हनुमान स्वामी जो प्रभु श्री राम का पालन करते हो, इस नासय रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। It is through his darshan that we are here today. Let us together call upon him, because he is our Lakrihara. He is the one that leads us to Vaikuntha. जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। एक राम नाम के जप से हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का, एक राम नाम के तप से पावन हो मन जन जन का। एक राम नाम जो राम नाम बिसराते वो पग पग ठोकर खाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। हे रामा पुरुषोत्तम नरहरि नारायण केशवा, गोविंदा गरुत्वजा गो नरी दामोदरा माधवा। हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपति, वैकुंठाधिपति चराचरपति, लक्ष्मीपति पाहि मां। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोपाल कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वाक्य बिहारी लाल की जय। And if you don't, last night we heard that if you don't prostrate to the feet of Bholenath, then nothing in this life is possible. सभी भगवान की स्वामी के सामने हम भक्ति में प्रणाम करते हैं। हे कैलाश वासिनी, ओम नमः शिवाय। मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी, दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री, स्वदा नमस्ते। जय लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुख संप्रदाय, मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे, विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि, तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात्। प्रेम से बोलो जगजननी दुर्गा महारानी की जय। प्रिय भक्त, मिलाकर हम चिरंजीवा का नाम कहते हैं। हनुमान स्वामी जो प्रभु श्री राम का पालन करते हो, इस नासय रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। It is through his darshan that we are here today. Let us together call upon him, because he is our Lakrihara. He is the one that leads us to Vaikuntha. जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम,
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते
जी मर जाते,
जो राम नाम गाते हैं
वो परम नाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
एक राम नाम के जप से हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का, एक राम नाम के तप से पावन हो मन जन जन का। एक राम नाम जो राम नाम बिसराते वो पग पग ऊपर गाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं। राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम पाते हैं वो परम नाम पाते हैं।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम,
राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। हे रामा पुरुषोत्तम नर हरि नारायण केशवा, गोविंदा गरुध्वजा गो नरी दामोदरा माधवा। हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपति, वैकुंठारिपति चराचरपति, लक्ष्मीपति पाहि मां। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपाल कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, बांके बिहारी लाल की जय। And if you don't, last night we heard that if you don't prostrate to the feet of Holy Nath, then nothing in this life is possible. सभी भगवान की स्वामी के सामने हम भक्ति में प्रणाम करते हैं। हे कैलाश वासिनी, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमस्ते अस्तु भगवान विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरंतकाय त्रिकालग्निकालाय कालग्नि रुद्राय नीलकंठाय मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सांब सदाशिव शंकर भगवान की जय। पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव। बोले गंगा माता धाता। It's true, the blessings of Guruji, that all of this is possible. It is true, his blessings, the darkness is removed and your lives is full of light. It is through his blessings that light continue to go upward. Guru Puran Dhata Amari Guru Puran Mantramulam Guru Vakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Principal Guru Bhagwan ki jai. पूजे अर्धन्य धर्माचार्य जी, पंडित जी श्री नारायण तिवारी जी, विप्र मंडली, सरोतस पंडित जी विवेक और पत्नी, माता और पिता को दिल से कोटि कोटि प्रणाम करते हो और सभी लोगों नमस्ते। मैं हिंदू सेंटर धाम के लिए मेरे दिल से मैं इसे प्रिय का स्वागत करने चाहूँगा। My humble Sitaram this afternoon, my humble Palgi to this our esteem. It's such a pleasure to sit here on Singhasan and in front of me sit our Dharmacharya, this 90-year-old person who gave the knowledge to at least 99.8% of Pandits that came from Guyana and Trinidad too. It is through his knowledge, through his vidya, through his power of Bhagwan that he decided to pick the pen up and put all of this into reality. It is through his blessings, and it is my blessing today to sit here on this gadi and have him sitting in front of me, Palgi Dadaji. Tonight we're fortunate to have a mandali of Pandits. No? We have quite a few Brahmins here in the audience, and we have some wonderful devotees. Last night Pandit says that all these the devotees are so dressed up that Bhagwan doesn't have an option. His eyes, his Kamala is in Hindu Center. He's just focused. He spent the 10 days here with us. I want to say my humble Palgi to these wonderful Pandits here. I have Pandit Vivek Sharma, which is one of our resident Pandit. It's a pleasure to have you here. Pandit Suresh Dut Sharma. He is from Hanuman Mandir. I want to say my Palgi to you. And then at the back I have my Chacha Duar is there. I want to say my Palgi to Chacha here. And in front here we have, we have all my nephews. And then in front here I have Nitesh and every one of my family here, and Mom, my humble Palagi this afternoon. And Sadar Sitaram, Swagatam to each and every one of you. I bow to each of you feet today as I sit here on this Singhasan to deliver this Katha. As we of 10 sessions of celebration, 10 years of unity, completion, perfection, and most important, 10 years of getting an opportunity to serve Bhagwan Krishna, Mahalakshmi Ma. 10 years of listening to his kathas. 10 years of adoring Bhagwan with just like feet. And I'm sure that everyone here
who attend Mandir from the beginning, from the day service start here, they're so proud to have that opportunity, to have that darshan, to have that blessing, to serve their Bhagwan, to serve their Bhagwan. They deserve to be garland tonight, not me. They deserve to be garland tonight. Because through their hard work, we're all here enjoying the fall of Bhagwanji. My family was blessed. Through the darshan of Bhagwan, to come here. And Pandit says, my Bhari Bhai says that one of the tough decisions here when I migrated last year from New York was to find a mandir. No, find a mandir. And not only find a mandir, find somewhere where you're comfortable. Because if you're not comfortable, then you put Bhagwan on hold. And this happened to many devotees. But I came through the doors of Hindu Center and I was embraced. And Bhagwan and Pandit Parmeshwar told you that we met at the side of a casket. And God blessed that individual. May he gain moksha. Because through his funeral, I am here tonight, here, celebrating this 10th anniversary. My family is blessed to be here, enjoying this journey because of your hard work. For that, we bow to each and every one of you here this afternoon. And I took a quotation of how much I care on this blessed 10th anniversary of Hindu Center and its devotees. He says, we join in heartfelt prayers for its continued growth and service to the community. May the divine light of Dharma forever illuminate its walls, guiding all you devotees towards truth, towards compassion, towards righteousness. May the blessings of Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagwan Shiva, Devi Maya Lakshmi Ma shower upon all who come here, bringing peace to their heart, prosperity to their homes, and spiritual wisdom to their lives. As the mandir stands as a beacon of faith, may it inspire countless generations to walk the path of devotion and be able to offer selfless service. Devotees, when I had the opportunity to sit here on this gadi and deliver a message this Tuesday night, I gave it a thought. And I said, Dad left me this little Tulsidas Surya Puran. Oh? And I said, why not? Why not read a few slokas from this Surya Puran? Since today is Tuesday, and it's dedicated to Mahavir Swami. And Mahavir Swami is a chela of Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Surya Bhagwan is his guru. So why not talk a little about Surya Deo? Because sometimes we're like instruments. We move and we don't know why we're moving. So tonight I want to leave just a little bit of information of who Surya is, who Surya Deo is, and who are all these horses in front of him? Who is Arun? Arun is sitting there. Arun is guiding each and every one of us. Who really is Arun? So tonight, devotees in Guyana, many of you probably know people who does Suraj Puran in Guyana, no? Suraj Puran in Guyana, and they raise their dwaja high as possible. And maybe the same thing, Bhaiya, maybe the same thing, Panditji, is happening in Trinidad. And maybe the same thing in Suriname. But they understand why they're doing that. Because through the radiance of Surya Deo, they understand that He is our life. He is the energy. He is the vitality. they understand is that He is the one that delivers Bal, Buddhi, Vidya to each and every one of us. They understand that by raising that Dwaj, that flag of Surya Deo, that it bestows their family, their neighbors, the country with prosperity and protection. It removes obstacles and it grants overall well-being. And this was the purpose. But tonight, I want to talk to you about the 7 horses. And we hear very loosely that the 7 horses represents the 7 days of the week. And then sometimes we hear that the 7 horses represent the 7 colors of the rainbow. And then we hear sometimes that it is a frequency of awareness. But tonight I want to bring those horses. I want to combine them into our bodies. That they're part of our body, each one of them, each one of the 7 horses. And without any specific order, the first horse that you see on that Murti form is Gayatri. And that horse represents the element of fire within us. It represents our intellect. It represents the clarity and the judgment that we make when we go out there. That's how important that horse is. And then if you go to the second one, he is Brahati. And it represents the air that we breathe, the breath, the vital balance, the capacity to life, the grow and to develop. And then the third one is Usnik. And it represents the water, the emotion, the flow, and the empathy during our emotional state. And then if you go to the fourth one, it's Jagati, Earth. It represents the earth within, and the stability, the endurance, the tolerance that we have. How much patience we have. And when we are lack of patience, then we should worship Jagati, no? We should worship Jagati. And then Trishtu is the next one that represents the Akash, the space that we are in, our speech, our expression. The Satyam, the truth within us. And Panti represents our mind or integration. And then the last one is Anushtup. And that represents the spirit of divinity. Insight, elimination, selecting good from bad, or decisions that we make. So through each breath and through each heartbeat is a horse of Surya Narayan Bhagwan, carrying this jiva towards awareness. And now that we understand, let's spend just a few moments on Arun. Arun is in front, and he is the charioteer, no? But I'm sure many of us don't know that Arun only have half of his body as he sits there. Arun does not have his foot, none of the pair of feet. So now, let us look into that. Sage Kashyap Prajapati, he was blessed with 2 Devis, Vinatama and Kadruma. And they both wish to have children, like every mother. And Sage Kashyap, he granted them the boon. And Kadru Devi asked for 1,000 Dirga Deha Naga sons. So Dirga Deha Naga. So we have to be careful with our words. So that meaning, Dirga Deva means long body serpent. Long body serpent. So Naga, no? And while Vinata Devi, she asks to be blessed with 2 yet extreme strong Divya Deha. So she asks for sons, 2 sons with divinity, 2 sons of divinity. And who would excel and be strong. And the sage blessed them both. And later, Kadru Devi gave birth to 1,000 eggs, while Vinata Devi gave birth to 2 eggs. And these were to be matured in 500 Deva years. Surya Puran says 500 Deva years. And one divine year is equals to 430. Last night we talked about that. 432,000 years on earth. So that's your homework, to do the math, how long these eggs are taken to mature. And Katru Devi, she did not have the patience. She didn't want to wait. So what she did was she picked her eggs. And then came her 1,000 sons. And Vinata Devi saw this, and she got eager to see her sons too. So what she did, she broke one of the egg, and from which emerged the partial form of Aruna that sits on the chariot of Surya. And since Aruna was born prematurely, only the upper half of his body had developed. And enraged by his mother, he gave shrap to her that to become a slave of Kadru Devi for 500 years. And why is this? Why did he do that? Because upon 500 years, the second egg would be mature. And let's look and see what would happen. And his brother would bless her with emancipation. And Arun was blessed, and he was rose through the blessings of Kashyap. He rose to the skies and was bestowed the position of the charioteer of Surya Deva. And Prajapati Kashyap, he was the one who gave him that darshan, that blessings. Vinata Devi waited. And later, the full developed mighty eagle, her second son, by the name of Garudaji. Now the story is making sense, right, Rush? The second son by the name of Garudaji was born. The one who is the Vahana of Vishnu Bhagwan. And in Ramayana, if you go a little into Ramayana, Arunji, he got married. And he got 2 sons. And who are these 2 sons? Jatayu and Sampati. No? Jatayu and Sampati. And Bhagwan Krishna, he reminds us too. What he says? That the son is Samasta Stavas Yanitram. That Surya Dev is the eye of this entire existence. That the sun is Sampati Dhyayaka, the provider of plenty. The provider of plenty. It is Surya Dev that blessed Yudhishthira with the Akshar Patra. It is Surya Dev blessings. And everyone knows what the Akshar Patra is that magical path that only when Draupadi Ma ate, that's when the path would produce food until Draupadi Ma eats her share. Hindu Dharma ki अष्टादश पवित्र पुराणों में से एक पुराण है मार्कंडेय पुराण की रचयिता महर्षि मार्कंडेय है। यह पुराण प्रथम मार्कंडेय ऋषि द्वारा कौशिक को सुनाए गए था, इसलिए यह पुराण को मार्कंडेय पुराण के नाम से जाना जाता है। मार्कंडेय पुराण का पुराणों की अनुग्रह मणिका से सप्तम स्थान प्राप्त है. That tonight that we understand some of what Surya Dev is, that we will look also into. They also look into the pages of Markandeya Puran, one of the 18 Puranas of Hindu Dharma. And the creator of the Markandeya Puran is Maharishi Markandeya. And this is very easy that he named the Purana after himself. And this Purana was first narrated by sage Markandeya to a wise Brahmin by the name of Krausiti Muni, and which is why it is known in this entire Jagat as Markandeya Puran. Markandeya Puran में ऋग्वेद की तरह इंद्र, सूर्य, अग्नि, वायु, चंद्र इत्यादि देवताओं पर अनुसाधन है और नित्य कर्मा और गृहस्थ आश्रम आदि की चर्चा की घाई है. इस पुराण में भगवती की महिमा का वृष्टि भरण किया गाये है. मार्कंडेय पुराण में गधों का वृष्टि वरण मिलाता है, जैसे कि आत्री और अनुष्या की कथा, दुर्गा सप्तशती की कथा, राजा हरिश्चंद्र की कथा आदि कथा का अवर्ण किया. It is through the Markandeya Puran that the discussion of all these deities, Surya Dev, Agni Dev, Vayu, Chandra, etc., similar to the Rig Veda, and discussion of our Atri Muni, Anusuya, and Durga Saptashiti. All of this is compiled in the Markandeya Puran. But tonight I will attempt the Katha of Surya Narayan Bhagwan as we continue, as we open the pages of Surya Puran. It says, in this beautiful doha, it says, Bando Kanja Par Chori Kar Sripati Gauri Ganesh Tulasidas Kahte Suesh Bharano Kata Dhinanesh Bando Charan Hirday Hari Prema Bhakti Manalai Mahimagam Aparhe Sabagyan Suhai. That it was Shiv Shankar Bhagwan who invited Parvati Ma to sit on his left side on the seat of push grass and related that man should first adore Ganesh Bhagwan and Gauri Ma before you start any sort of puja, any katha. And this is why we went through, because Surya Puran does not have too much doha and singing chopais. No, I learned from that how to chant these dohas and these chopais, and that left into my ears. So that's why I did all my bhajan and all of that in front of my roast. So don't feel kind of bored now. But this katha is before you do any puja, you should worship Ganesh Bhagwan, Gauri Mata, and this would purify our inner self. It says here that when the inner self is purified, when praying, bhakti, manalai, love, bhakti, and devotion, only then you will be able to meditate and perform puja and make offerings to Sri Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Only through their blessings, your ears will be able to listen to Katha. In the form of a chopai, let us understand what Bhagwan Shiva instructions are. It says, Suraj Devata Sumiro Tehi Sumirata Jnana Buddhi Rahi Mohi Jayo Tva Swarupa Bhalvana Teja Pratap Hai Ajina Saman Tumaditya Parameshwara Sami Alka Niranjara Antarayami Bharani Najaya Jyoti Kalila Dharma Durandar Parama Sushila Jyoti Kala Chau Or Viraje Jagamagazara
नलता के नील भरन भर पाई सवारी धारानी ध्यान धर्म व्रत धारी सासु कत में कहा बकानी पुरुषोत्तम आनंद ज्ञानी आदित्य महिमा अगमा पारे तीन भुवन के रवि उजवारे आदित्य कथा पुनीत दिए गौरी शंभु सुजान तीन लोक छवि ज्योति में करो प्रताप बखान ब्रह्म कथा मन लाई के टेक धरे व्रत ध्यान निश्चय उपज पंच सुता योगा इन समान भगवान शिव he turns to Parvati Ma that hey Devi, devotees should meditate on Bhagwan Surya, on whom wisdom, intellect are bestowed. Victory belongs to you, whose form is powerful like an arrow, whose splendor and glory are like fire. He is the supreme Lord Aditya, pure and prevailing all. He is by your grace, he Surya Deva, the light of knowledge manifest, upholding dharma, eradicate path. It says here in Surya Puran that one who seeks the art of light, as long as the sun exists, it illuminates the world of trouble. And he continues, he says that you're in the Chopai, it says that your blue color conveys virtue and devotion and dharma. And the same way, how man's eyes are limited and sees water of the vast ocean as blue color. The same way, the glories of Surya Dev is beyond measure, illuminating the world wherever it shines. Aditya Katha Punitati, that the Katha of Aditya is beyond our intellect. It is very pure, declared Shambhu to Parvati Ma. Teen lok chabi jyoti mai, that the light of the tree world is filled with brilliance, making the world radiant because of Surya Bhagwan. Surya Puran reminds us that man needs to perform Panch Maha Yajna, 5 daily duties. But before we even start performing those duties, even in the Vishnu Puran, it says, पूजा के लिए अपने आप को शुद्ध, cleanse yourself. And what Bhagwan is saying that not to go and take a shower, no? We all take showers, right, Panditji? We take showers and we sit and we do puja. But he says cleanse yourself, take time out and go and think of what you're about to do, what you're about to perform. Cleanse the inside. And by just sitting and meditating on Bhagwan before you even start your daily puja. And then he says, Murtiyon ke safed karo, that clean your murtis. This Bhagwan is telling, Vyas is telling us of these instructions. Clean your murtis nicely, you know. At least try once a day to clean your murtis. Bathe them nicely before your worship. He says, सभी सामग्री को सफेद करने जिसका आप पूजा करने के लिए वायु कर रहे हैं. That clean your chamak or your katora, that clean all the spoons or the articles that you're offering. These are the instructions in Surya Puran that apne man par niyantran, that control your mind, focus on Bhagwan. He says, don't think about anything else. And now he explains Panch Mahayajna. What he says, first duty of man is to perform Brahm Yajna, adorations to Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Bow to Dharti Ma when you get up. And if you have the window, raise the blind up a little and bow to Surya Deva. You know, there was once this Chela. And every day, every Sunday, he goes to Mandir. And he comes in when food is shared. So Guruji
was looking at him time after time. So one day he called him and he says, Abhaya, why every day you comes in at the time of lunch? That you have to get up when the sun rises. He says, but Guruji, I do get up when the sun rises. And that puzzled Guruji because he knows that the boy is only living 2 minutes of walk away from Madhya. But the boy room was on the west side of the home. So by the time the sun rises and get to his window, it is 1 o'clock. So Guruji had to instill that knowledge in him. So that doesn't mean that he has to go buy a new home, no? He has to set his alarm now. But the second one is Dev Yajna. Purity, puja your murti, do puja, thank Bhagwan for all the great achievements that you have accomplished. When you talk to Bhagwan, he listens. Because we are all his children. He embraces us. Pitri Yajna. Don't just go around telling people that, I look just like my Aja. And then, Panichi look like his Aja. And then, don't do nothing about it. Offer a little water, a handful of water to them. Because through their blessings, we're all enjoying everything that we have, Don't just go around and boast and brag that I look like him. And then, Bhoot Yajna. Pay respect to all the animals around you because they and all too they have jiva. They have a jiva too. They have a God spark. And Atiti Yajna. Greet everyone with respect. And if you have enough, then, and you can feed the hunger, please give him something to eat. Jake Kushtaka Sharira me Sonata Surani Puran Nischay Sura Prata se Pavikaya Dham Jake Upaje Kushtajo Sunita Surahi Puran Andala Pulakita Param Punitya Dharigata Parti Surya Karnar Jab Chale Tatraya Surya Puran Nischay Man Bachit Sakala Purvahe Sri Bhagwan. This dua is enforcing, it's assuring us that whatever sickness we are suffering from within our bodies, the magical cure, the best prescription that we can find is at the feet of Surya Narayan Bhagwan. But there's always a catch, no? Because when you go to his feet, you have to go with Shraddha, with Bhakti, with devotion. And sometimes we get carried away, we get distracted. Jaki Kushtaka Sharira me, that all sickness can only be removed through the calling of Surya, the name of Surya Bhagwan. Don't hesitate to place your trust into Surya Narayan Bhagwan. And then he continues, he said that your mind, your words, your action, everything should be centered on the greatness of Aditya. Let us remind ourselves that Surya Bhagwan represents Advaita or ultimate truth. Shiva Shankar Bhagwan is assuring Parvati Ma that Bhagwan is a group or only one. No matter what name you refer to him as or what form you worship. Last night we heard Panditji, his Ishtadev is Bhagwan Ram. And what does he do? He focuses all his attention on Prabhu, Sri Ram. Pick one of the devotees and learn everything about that form, that Ishvara. Because he is indestructible. And then he continues, Shankar Bhagwan says that that He is the one that only Him can remove this spiritual blindness. That the one who is spiritually blind cannot understand Bhagwan Ek Roop or Virat Roop. We went through that in Mandirir. Arjuna requested in Srimad Bhagavad Gita to have the darshan or to a glimpse of Bhagwan Virat Roop. He says, Manyase yadi tat shakyam maya dharshtum iti prabhu yogeshwar tato me tvam dharshe atmadam avyayam. That here, Prabhu, if you think I am strong enough, if I am pure enough to behold your Virat Roop, then with clasped hands, kindly reveal that imperishable cosmic form to me, a Dinanath. And he went on reminding us about the necessity of the correct frame of mind that man should have while listening to Surya Bhagwan ki Katha. He says, Pula kita param punityaha, that when you listen to Surya Katha, your skin, the hair of your skin should erect. And we call it goosebump, no? Tears will flow from your eyes, but that is okay. It is, so he's telling us that those who take the time out, those who sit and listen to the Katha, like Panditji did today and his Maharajin, with steadfastness, with bhakti, with shraddha, will come to his abode, will be able to overcome all troubles of this world. It says that only then you can gain moksha. And these are only some of the benefit of worship Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Let us pay attention. With drop attention, we can understand, we can accomplish all of this. Only then Bhagwan embraces you. Jo suraj ko puje, uska ho mera paar. Jo suraj ko सृष्टि का होता जना, सबका है वो पालनहार, करता है वो संसार, नमन करे उसको संसार, जो सूरज को पूजे, उसका वो बेड़ा पार। जो सूरज को पूजे, उसका वो बेड़ा पार।
सृष्टि का उदाहरण सबका ही वो पालन करता ही वो ही संसार नमन करो संसार सृष्टि का उदाहरण सबका ही वो पालन करता ही वो ही संसार नमन करो संसार उसका वो मेरा प्रेम से बोलो श्री सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय।
पाठ संधा परम गमस हस्त्रम इदं च ग्राह्यं मोक्ष शास्त्रम ततो मनम्। The Bhagwan Puran is the best of Dharma Shastra. It is the most eminent Atara Shastra. That it is foremost. It is the foremost Karma Shastra, as well as the noblest Moksha Shastra. That from the lotus flower sprouted from the navel of Vishnu Bhagwan came Brahmaji. And from Brahmaji came sage Marich. And from Rishi Marich came sage Kashyap. And from Rishi Kashyap, an Aditi Ma, the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, they were blessed with 12 sons that we refer to as the Adityas. Brahmaji granted the rulership of the heavenly region to the Devas. And this was not accepted well by the demons. And together, the Daityas and the Danavas started a fierce battle. And the Devas were defeated by the Asuras in battle. And for 1,000 Devas years, the Devas lived under the oppression of the Asuras. And Aditi Ma was pained. She was pained at the plight that had befallen her children. Like every mother, she wanted protection for her sons. And she sought refuge at the feet of Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Aditi Ma undertook hard penance, strictly controlled her food and her drinking intake. She meditated on the feet of Surya Deva. And because of her steadfast, she got the attention of that divine son. And soon, Narayan manifested before her in all his brilliance. The Purana says that his appearance, that it resembled that of heated copper, glowing brilliantly. May tumhari garb mein janma logha और असुरों का विनाश कर दूंगा. That he, Ma, I shall take birth in you as your son. Then I shall destroy the enemies of Vaikuntha. And given his assurance, the sun vanished. In due course of time, Surya Deva entered the womb of Aditi Ma with the Shusham that with the brilliant rays that which contains 1,000 finer rays, knowing that Surya Deva had entered her body to be born as her child, Aditi Ma spent her pregnancy months fasting and performing rigorous penance. Sage Kashyap believed that her intense fasting would harm the baby, but instead the child was born perfectly healthy with an intense aura about him. He was brilliant himself and illuminated the face of the 10 direction. The voice from Akash declared that may this child of yours be known as Martanda. And let's not get too much mixed up. And with his divine powers, with his bright radiance, he was able to destroy the demons. and with the assurance of Indradeo, challenged the demon to battle. My dear devotees, fierce battle ensured between the two forces. And it was here where Lord Martanda, that by his mere look, scorched the demon to ashes. With his brilliant radiance, the Devatas regained control over Swargalok, and Martanda assumed his role as Surya Narayan Bhagwan, the god of sun. Remember, devotees, the sun is the source of life. The sun is the source of intelligence. The sun is the source of love, consciousness. The sunlight brightens our inner sense, our inner self. And the Purana, Markandeya Uvacha, it says, Atatasme dadu kanya sandhyanam vivashvate prasadhaya pranato bhuta Vishwakarma Prajapati Vaivashvatastu Sambhuto Manutasyan Vivashvata Purvameva Tatatyatam Tat Sampurna Visheshtaha Trinyapatyan Yashotasyan Jana Yasma Gotita Dhao Pautra Suma Bhago Kanya cha Yamuna Muni Manur Vaivashvato Jeshta Shraddha Deva Prajapa. Vishwakarma, the divine one, the one who architecturally designed this world, that designed every corner of this world, that we are so much enjoying. The celestial architect of the Devatas was blessed with one daughter, and her name was Sanjya. He was pleased with the act of Martanda, that he gave the hands of his beautiful daughter in marriage to him, to Surya Deva. And together, Surya and Sanjya were blessed with 3 noble children because of their intense tapasya. Their first son named Vaivashvata Manu, and if you listen when Pandit was reading his Sankalp today, he mentioned about Vaivashvata Manu because he is the one who is controlling our current Manu and current time here in Kali Yuga. The ruler of this Kali Yuga. They were blessed also with twins. Yama, the one who controls our destiny. Many of us don't like him. Afterlife. And a daughter named Yami. The personification of Yamuna River. But by the time we finish here tonight, you will like Yamraj. Because he's such a wonderful devata. Now we have to be careful of understanding these kathas. This is why these kathas does not hoard as much, because you have to pay keen attention, because these children are not ordinary children like Sachin and Krishna. They are noble children. They progressed into this world. They came here and they're the ones who is assisting us to gain moksha. But there was a problem. Sanjaya, after a long time of marriage, wasn't able to bear the extreme heat, the extreme brightness of Surya Deva. And remember the purpose of Surya. Remember, we talked about him just now as Martanda Vaivashva. But he came into this world to rid the Asuras. He reduced the Asuras. That's why I gave you that little kahani. He reduced the Asuras to ashes. To reduce their not so good tendencies, no? So this is how powerful the sun was. We have to understand that the heat of the sun now, after it was reduced by Vishwakarma, is registered at 26 million degrees Fahrenheit if you get close to it. And it measures 86,000 miles, no, in radius from the core. But Surya Deo produces light, warmth, and heat to everyone around him. Sanjaya tried putting up with his heat for as long as she could. But after many years in marriage, she couldn't stand the heat and the glare of Surya any longer. Even her complexion was darkening a little. And after many years with Surya, she thought it would be best to separate herself from him. Charnakniti says in this beautiful, in these words, what did he say? He says, Sabhrayaya suchirdhasha Sabharyaya pativrata Sanaryaya pati prita Sabharyaya staya bhadini. So he says that a devoted wife, a pativrata, is always pious and pure. That she is very skilled in taking care of the duties of the home. Her heart is full of love for her children, for her husband. But this doesn't mean that she does all the work in the house, right, Mahendra? This doesn't mean that. She has this swabhav. She knows how to speak to get things done. And sabharya ya pativrata. She's always faithful to her husband. She always shows love and speaks kind words to her husband. This is what Charnakniti says, that the most important one here that he left, that the one that Sanjaya upholds was that she will always be truthful to her husband. Sanjaya was a good mother. She cared very much about her children. She had to come up with a plan for someone to take care of her children. And because she was so committed to her family, her plan was a little unusual to our ears. It says, Sanjaya uvacha, aham yasyami bhadram te sarve bhadrana pituha nirvikarma tya kriyatar steyam mahasana chubhe imachubal ko mahayan kanya cha varvarini sambhavaya nau chakye midha bhagavate thavyaya. Sanjaya was blessed to be an expert in illusion, with an exercise of Maya. With the delusion process, she duplicated her own shadow into a physical form, a replica of herself. And this feminine energy she named Chaya. Chaya stood ready to carry out her orders. Sanjaya spoke that, blessed be you, hey Chaya. I am leaving for my father's abode. I cannot tolerate living here any longer. That you are the only one I trusted to take care of my children. That you should live here and pretend to be me. Remember, do not disclose this secret even to my Lord. And Chaya uvacha, what Chaya said, he says, Akeshagra hana devi ashapane karchetah akyasya me matam tuvyam gamyatan yatra vanchitam. Chaya, the shadow, spoke words of comfort to Sanjaya that, hey Devi, your secret is safe with me. Through you, I got this chance to enjoy this beautiful roop. this beautiful hair, I shall keep this secret to me alone. Unless I am threatened to be pulled by my hair and threatened with a shrap, O Devi, I will never declare your intention. Go wherever you wish. Ityuka Chaya Sanjaya says, Jagam Pitri Man Dhiram Tatra Vasta Pitu Gai Kanchit Kalla Shubhi Shana. But being addressed in assurance and trusted by Chaya, Sanjaya, the most magnificent eyed one, left her home and went to her father's house. And when Vishwakarma knew that Sanjaya arrived at his residence, like any father, like all father, I should say, he welcomed her and firstly inquired about his grandchildren. No, he find out where Yamraj is, where Yami is, where Vaivashvata is, and the reason for her visit. And Sanjay answered some of the question. And after an extended stay, and she was getting comfortable, her father, Vishwakarma, was getting worried. Like every parent, no? Like, Gal, go home now. Go back to your house. This is what he was trying to tell her. That he was getting worried. And her father keeps asking about her welfare. And insisted on her again and again to return to Surya Loka. To go back to her husband and her children. But Sanjaya, then, at the feet of her father, she explained her problem. That she tried to tolerate the heat of the sun for a long time. But it is getting worse. That, oh Pidaji, only you can help me with this problem. This made Sanjaya, with her illusion power, took the form of a mare horse and proceeded in the northern direction towards Uttara Kuru, and where she took up the residence in a farm. Tatra tevi tapasadhe nirahara mahamuni pitu samipan yatayaha Sanjaya yayata para dadopadharini chaya mashkaran samupashtita tasyancha Bhagwan Surya sanyeyamaite chittananyaha. Obviously, the truth, Surya Deva considered Chaya to be Sajna. Remember, on the other side, because the shadow was here to represent Sanjaya. And he didn't notice any difference. And in fact, in due time, Surya and Chaya were blessed with 3 additional putra. And the firstborn was 2 sons, was equal to the eldest Manu, and hence he was called Savarni. Savarni, who will become our Manu in our next Janam. And then the next one was the second son. He became the planet Saneshwara, or we say loosely Saturn. And the third was a daughter, the river Tapti. And now, as Devi Sanjaya used to treat her 2 sons with respect, with love, Chaya Devi did not give those 2 such affection. And instead, she gave greater affection to her own children, would ignore Vaivashvata and Yama. And Manu Vaivashvat suffered silently, not feeling the love from his mother. And Yama too was not so happy. Because he knows that his mother was always loving and sweet. He knew that her heart was always the vast ocean of love. They knew together that their mother was full of great compassion, that she protects her children at every breath. She is a savior of every child life, every step. The bhajan says, "Maa teri mamata kitni pyare, kitna pyar jagati hai, kitna pyar jagati hai." श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करते, पग पग प्राण बजाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। They knew all of this when they noticed a change in their mother's love. Yama, by reason of both anger and childish, and indeed by the force of predestination. One day after confronting his mother, trying to understand why he and his brother was not receiving the love that they were so deserved, out of frustration, out of anger, he trampled his foot on the ground in anger. And this infuriated Chaya Devi, trying to keep her promise, keeping her words to Sanjaya, thereupon full of resentment, pronouncing a shrap on Yama. Chayo vaja paratar jayase yasmat pitri bhaya ghari sim tasmatave charannaya patishyati nasansaya. Chaya spoke that since you threaten your mother with your foot, your very foot shall therefore assuredly go through suffering. It shall, in one state, in one Puran, he says that his foot will drop off. Yamastutin shabin bisham pedhitatamanasa manusahi dharmatma sarve pitri navedhayat. Yama was petrified. He was deeply affected in mind at the curse. And he, the righteous of the Jiva, along with Manu Vaivashvata, together they went to their father to complain about their observation and the incident that took place. Yama vacha snehin tulya masu mata dhina vishvejaya jaya sobyas manakini yen sobhu hurushati tasyanvayo dhyatata padunatu dehi nipatita bhalyadhaya deva mutatadha vakshantu mirti. Yama spoke. He said, "Hey Prabhu." He approached his father and he called him Prabhu. He said, "Hey Prabhu, our mother behaves because now Yama is going for comfort. No? Hey Prabhu, our mother behaves not with equal affection towards us, leaving us aside, we are the eldest ones. She shows more love, more affection to our younger siblings. And because of my frustration, my dear father, I trampled my foot near to her. And whether it was through childishness or through foolishness, I ask you to be pardoned. And hey, Pitaji, that I have been trapped by my mother in her anger. That a son may be unson-like, but surely a mother cannot be unmotherly. There's no way that is possible. As a little boy, there's a lot of things that happen during our time, no? But mom is always mom. Mom is always our roof, our shelter, no? And so Yama he knows that his dad would get upset at some point. So he's using all this kind of little bribery, as to speak, no? Even towards unworthy son, a mother should not dislike, "Oh Father." And how shall these words come from the lips of a mother? That may your foot dropped off. Lord of the heavens, there's some way you can reverse this course, so my foot may not be harmed because of my mother's shrap. And Ravivar Uvacha, Bhagwan Surya is speaking. Asansaya midam putra Vaivashyat yatra karannam Yena tvama vishat krodhro Dharmajan satyabhadhinam Sarveshameshapana Pratyekhato he vidyate Natu matra vishaptana Kwachi chapane vartanam. Bhagwan Surya Ravidev spoke. He says, "Without a doubt, my son, this curse must take effect, since anger entered into you. You are wise in righteousness, and who speaks truth, that you're Satyam, you're the representation of Satyam. For all courses, indeed, a remedy surely exists. Yet, there is no way that can turn a course away from those who are cursed by their mother. And this, your mother word, cannot be made false. That I will, however, devise something as a favor for you, because of my love for you, O son." Markandeya Vacha Aditya sta Bravichayan Kimartam Tanya Yeshua Tulyeshuva Dikasena Ekatra Kiryate Tvaya. That Markandeya is speaking, that Surya approaches Chaya, that, "Hey Devi, why among your sons you're quite not equal? Do you show more affection to the other children?" And Chaya avoided this question because of her promise. She gave no shrap to Surya Deo. And it is here where Surya Narayana Bhagwan, he went into Samadhi. He concentrated and fell into the abstract truth, into that thought, that to perceive the truth. And Chaya, knowingly that she wasn't being truthful, as Surya Deo touched her hair, she saw that Bhagwan Surya, the Lord of the heavens, was ready to give her a shrap. Trembling with fear, Markandeya Puran says, declared to him that what happened. And she give him the entire kahani of Sanjaya, that she went to Vishwakarma, she went to her father's abode. And Vishwakarma, so Surya Bhagwan, with all, as we say loosely, passion, Surya Deo, enraged at hearing her story, leaves to find Sanjaya. At the first place of choice, he went to his father-in-law, Vishwakarma's house. After a long conversation, getting nowhere with his divine power, he threatens to reduce Vishwakarma to ashes. And if he didn't reveal the location of where his daughter is, and it is here where Vishwakarma, the wise one, consoled his son-in-law. What he said? He said, Vishwakarma uvacha tavatti tejasa vyatam idam rupam shudhodha saham ashante tata sangya vani charti vaitat patha. That he is Surya, that my daughter has left your home because she couldn't tolerate your intensity, that your effulgence is scorching and unbearable. And this is the reason Sanjaya forsake you. She has taken a form of a mare and spends all her time in the northern pasture, protecting her identity, protecting. Remember, she was blessed with illusion. She can be whatever, wherever she wants to be. So she took the form of a mare and protected her virtue. She is there performing austerities of your glorious form. And with your permission, O Lord of the gods, permit me to make your appearance. Remember, Vishwakarma is the architect, the celestial architect, who can tone Surya down, who can remove all this heavy radiance from Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Allow me to change your intensity and reduce your brightness in as much. And Vishwakarma is continued. The Katha continues. He says, Vaishriyan Mahamedha Gurarava Viravina Maswadhamana Vibrantan Bhumya Kashara Satalam. That in all three worlds, among the assembly of Brahmins and Devatas, Atri Muni, Vashishta Muni, and the Saptarishi join with Brahmaji, and they praise the radiant one, that you are the prevalent, you are the God of all gods, known as such by your very nurture. And they continue, they sing praise to Surya Deva. It says here in Markandeya Puran that the Yakshas, the Rakshas, Nagas, all joining their hands reverently, all fell and prostrate with their heads at the feet of Surya Deva. And they continue, it says, Ucho bhiran viravacho manashrudra sukavaha sayan bhavantu te tejo bhutana bhuta bhagwan. That giving joy to his mind and ears, may your glory become endurable to created beings. May our prayers bring joy to your speech and to the mind, to your ears. May your brilliance be enduring, and may it nurture all beings. May more join in praising Narayana. And then they continue praising with reverence, with the devatas join their hands reverently and bowing their bodies in feet, prostrate themselves before Surya Narayan Bhagavan. Adi Deva Namastubhyam Prasiddha Mama Bhaskara Divakara Namastubhyam Prabhakara Namostute Saptashtavartmarudham
Pancham Kashyapatmajam Sweta Padmadharam Devam Tam
Suryam Pranamamyam Shvetapadma
Lohitam Ratamarudam Sarvalokapitamam Mahapaparam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam Traigunyam Chamasuram Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaram Mahapaparam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam Rusitam Tejapunjam Cha Vayumakashameva Cha Prabhum Cha Sarvalokanam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam Bandhuka Pushpa Sambhasham Arakundala Bhushitam Ekachakradharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam Tam Suryam Jagatanatham Jnana Vijnana Moksharam Mahapaparam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam Tam Suryam Jagatanatham Jnana Vijnana Moksharam Mahapaparam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyam.
At the feet of the one who is the cause of the cold, the one who is the cause of rain, the one who is the cause of summer, the one who is praised by Vishnu Bhagwan on the lotus seat of Shankara, the one who embraces us in Surya Loka when our prana leaves, when our prana is extavam kurvam Vishwakarma Divaspate Tejasa Sodashan Bhagam Mandalastam Madhayatat. That he continued to praise his son, and Vishwakarma kept reducing his intensity. And Vishwakarma designed from all this brilliant, from all this intensity of his body, Vishwakarma took that and he designed the chakra of Vishnu Bhagwan. He designed the Trishul of Bholinath. He designed the Vajra of Indradev. He designed the Palki of Kuvira, and the brilliant weapons of all the other devatas, so that they can quelling of their foes. They can take care. At the time when needed, it is there for them. This is what Vishwakarma did with all the splendor of Surya Dev. Surya Dev then took the form of a stallion when he was reduced, when all his intensity was removed. He took the form of a stallion, befitting the form of which Sanjaya had acquired, and approached her. And Vishwashwant, the Lord of the Lords, revealed his transformation, most appealing form to Sanjaya. Behold his approach. She went face to face with him, and then thereupon they joined their noses together, and the glories passed from the sun 2 nostrils into the mirror, and the 2 Ashwin Kumars, Nasatya and Dhashra, were the result of that union. And these are the 2 best physicians. They also constitute the first Nachakra. And during the time of Mahabharata, they were blessed as the youngest of the 5 Pandavas, Nakul and Sahadev. So the story of Surya is very, very amazing. Tasya Shantam Samaluka Sarupam Mudhamandare Swarupadhara Nichema Nina Nijalayam Yaham. And then the sun revealed his own form. Sanjaya, perceiving that his form was mild, a felt of joy. And Suryadev, the robber of the waters, led to his own home with his Patni Sanjaya. Sanjaya changed again into her own form, full of love and beauty. After that, he who was her firstborn son became Manu Vaivashvata. My dear devotees, because of time, we are not going to go into the purpose of all the children of Surya Deva. But this Chaya that we are talking about symbolizes this Maya, this illusion. She was created as an illusion, but became real, showing how the physical world operates through shadows and reflection. So once we go through the door, we have to be careful what is going on out there. And she represents the balance of opposites. Light cannot exist without darkness. Chaya as the shadow, counterpart to Sanjaya, highlights the duality of existence. And this is my little Katha to you. There's much more can be said here, but it's always time the clock, as Satanari would say, it puts on racing parts, and they just keep going faster, no? When Katha is ready to be delivered. But this is my little Katha here tonight to you from the Surya and Markandeya Puran. I hope that you take a little bit of it and you put it into practice. And may Surya Narayan Bhagwan, Narayan Bhagwan ki Jai.
Vyas Maharaj ki Jai. Jai. Yasdi, thank you so much. I got that's that important call. Yeah. So I had one comment, and the comment was that we never heard this katha before. And so here in the katha, when we haven't heard it, or we haven't heard it a long time ago, then it is a refresher. That is what katha is. Katha is a refresher, a reminder, a reawakening. And it is so wonderful and so blessed that our Vyasdi and Vyasdi Pandit Sharma and Vyasdi Pandit Misra and Vyasdi Pandit Tiwari, they have done that. They've put the hard labor and the effort into studying the scripture and putting a katha to deliver to these ears. Whose ears? Our ears. And listening to the katha and the glory of Bhagwan, it is food for the soul. It is food for the soul, not to be comfortable, to be lazy, but to kind of awaken us and develop at a higher level, so that we can aspire to be with Bhagwan. And so this is what Katha is: the glories of Bhagwan, the teachings of Bhagwan, the examples, the happenings, the occurrences, the Leela of Bhagwan is there for our own spirituality and for our own spiritual development. I want to thank you, Panditji, Vyasdi Maharaj, for doing that tonight. And devotees, I want to thank you for being so attentive and lending your ears to Vyasdi Maharaj. Today we have a young lady who's celebrating her birthday, and I asked her what her name was when she came to Charhoya Prasad, and I hope I say this right, Mom. Dejeshwari, right? Yeah, I got it. And so she's celebrating her birthday. Mom is celebrating her birthday. Now she dress up and come to Mandir, and that's how. You see, these are the role models. These are the examples. When we see this, then we can look at it and we can learn and we can make ourselves better. This is how you celebrate your birthday. You come to Mandir, you come to Bhagwan, you come and you Chahave Prasad, you come and you pray to Bhagwan, you come and you give a little bit love on Bhagwan. And Mom, we're going to ask Bhagwanji to bless you. What do you need? Children. No, you got plenty of children. What do you need? A life? Oh, no. Dad is there already, right? And then what you need? You need a house. No, Mom got a beautiful house. And what do you need? A gardener. I hear Dad is a fantastic gardener. Mom, you still driving? Mom doesn't need the car anymore. So Mom used to drive until what? What age? 86. Mom drove until 86. Could you imagine that? And she drove Dad around, I heard. And Mom is doing well. She is healthy and she's strong and she has plenty love all around her. So we want to wish Mom a happy birthday, and God bless you. God bless you, Mom. And then there's an old lady celebrating her birthday too, and that old lady is Neela. She ran away from us and went all the way to Texas, but we're so happy every time she comes to visit. She was supposed to be the president of Hindu Center, but she's been absent for so long, so I don't know if she's the president. We have to figure that out after our meeting. But we want to wish Nelia a happy birthday. God bless you. Baby, may you continue to aspire, and may you continue to do fantastic.
Radhe Chalo Nana Hare Krishna Rama, Radhe Chalo Nana Hare Krishna Rama, Hare Krishna Rama Seva Rama, Hare Krishna Rama Seva Rama, Radhe Chalo Nana Hare Krishna Rama. Hare Krishna Rama Seva
सुमिरो मन नारायण भगवान हरे हरि को सुमिरो मन नारायण
भगवान हरे हरि ओम सुमिरो मन नारायण 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 मन का, स्वामी दुख दिन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे जग का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम्हारे शरण ग्रहो किसकी, स्वामी शरण गोविंदा जय गोपाला
Devotees, as we surrender ourselves Sharanagati to the feet of Bhagwan Surya Narayan. We thank him for giving us this privilege to come and listen to his Katha, to his Kahani, to his Leelas, reaction, to remove any obstacles from our path, to remove all sicknesses, and to grant us moksha. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight to join us here in Katha. Tomorrow night, do join us. Because tomorrow night, Pandit Vivek would be on the Singhasan tomorrow night. I believe you'll listen to some Ramayana Katha. But we ask Bhagwan to bless him too, so he can come tomorrow night and deliver his Katha to us. Om Pratasmarani Kalutak Saviturvarenyam Rupam hi mandalam rijota tanure jumshe Samanyasya kirana pravahiretum Brahmaharatmakam alaksham achintya rupam Tvameva mata Shabida tvameva bandhu Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janadanam yad pujatam maya deva paripurnam tarasvame बार बार विनती करो धरो चरण परमा निज फल भक्ति बाहुमहि देव मापति नाथ सिया भजु रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु मापति महादेव की जय और सुत हनुमान की जय गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरा गुरुर् साक्षात् परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। प्रिंसिपल गणेश भगवान की जय। सांवत्सरा शिव शंकर भगवान की श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। भाग्य विहारी लाल की जय। श्री सूर्य नारायण भगवान की सनातन धर्म की जय। हरि ओम तत्सत।
Yes, Maharaj ki jai. Devotees, again, thank you very much. Tomorrow Katha continues 7 p.m. Please come and join us. Again, as Vyasji said, Vyasa.